spend so much of my life writing. Okay, it is 10 till 9, so I've been writing for about 50 minutes, and I wrote 1,700 words, which is insane. Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Sarah Jane and I am a PR practitioner living in DC. I make content on reading, writing, and life in DC, so if that interests you, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe because it really helps support my channel. We're doing another writing vlog. I just did a writing vlog and I talked about this in my August reset video that I spend so much of my life writing, and I did not realize that I don't actually share that part much with you guys, which is crazy because in my head I'm like, yeah, I tell people on YouTube all the time about my writing. In reality, I guess I don't really do that. So I am making more of an effort to vlog my writing journey. My current project is about the Amazons. I mentioned this in my last vlog, but essentially like last year I wanted to read a book about the Amazons and I really just couldn't find a lot, and there was one book that I read that I thought was really good, but it wasn't quite the story I was looking for, and they say that you should write the story you want to read. So I am now writing that story and I've been working on it for about a year now, which is crazy. I've definitely had some ups and downs in my writing journey because I started working on it when I was in the middle of my grad degree, and I'm officially done with grad school, so I have a lot more time to dedicate to writing, and so I thought I would just bring you guys with me on these next couple days working on my current whip. So let's go ahead and get into it. I always like to pour myself a glass of wine before I start writing because it kind of feels like a little treat. I did not really write much this weekend, so I am now going to take a second and catch up where I want to be within the story. Whenever I stop writing, I go ahead and plot out what I want the next scene to look like, so it kind of gives me a jump start for when I actually sit down and write. I always like to listen to film scores when I write because I feel like it just matches the vibe of what I'm trying to do. Okay, it is 10 till 9, so I've been writing for about 50 minutes and I am stopping for the evening. And if you hear any noise in the back, Trey is tinkering away in the kitchen. Oh my gosh, I had such a good writing day today, you guys. So in 15 minutes, I wrote 1,441 words. So I am finishing up my total word count at 85,823 words, which is insane. So I feel like over the weekend, even though I didn't do a ton of writing, I did a lot of creative thinking about my book, what I wanted the next couple scenes to look like, because I think that was my problem, was I was so stuck on like how this was all gonna pan out. I had that breakthrough this weekend, and now that I've like created a roadmap for myself, I feel like the words are just coming to me, the story is just flowing, and oh my gosh, I have not written over 1,000 words really this month, so it is so good and feels amazing that I wrote 1,400 words tonight. Oh, I just love that for myself. So in total so far this month, I've actually written 13,034 words. So this is just a really good writing month for me in general because my monthly word goal is 10,000 a month. Anywho, I'm gonna wrap this up for now and kind of like relax before bed. I always try to stop writing by 9 because I gotta work tomorrow and my brain will just keep going if I don't put a stop. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Hello everyone and happy Tuesday. I went to work today and it was a good day, and I came home, took the dog out for a walk, have had dinner, and now I'm just kind of chilling. It's a little bit before 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is normally when I start writing, so I just figured I'd go ahead and get to work on my novel tonight and just try to see what I can get done. I have been writing for 50 minutes and I'm gonna stop because I am at a good writing spot. I wrote a total of 1,344 words tonight, which is really good considering anything over 1,000 words I consider a win. And I am stopping with my total word count for the evening being 87,167, which makes me so excited. I did a couple things this evening. One, I added a scene that I originally did not have in my layout, and I added it because I felt like it provided a sense of like heightened emotion. So in my outline I currently have like what happens when in the war, but I didn't want to lose that sense of like how it was making people feel and like the desperate measures that they would go with the potential outcome. So I added that scene, and I think it was a really good scene to kind of add, and I think it really demonstrates kind of how a couple of the characters are having a really hard time with what's going on. And then I pretty much did a lead up to the turning point of the war, because that eventually happens, and like what that looks like and how we get to that point. So I eventually hit that point, which means tomorrow when I start writing will essentially be the actual turning point of the war. So I figured that's going to take me quite a while to write, and I just figured I will not do that tonight, and that will be another night project. But I'm really happy with the progress I've made. I really love my story, and I really hope that I can kind of bring this whole thing justice, because there's just like a lot going on. So anyways, that's it for tonight, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hello everyone, and happy Wednesday. It is actually going to be the last day of this writing vlog because I have a work trip coming up. So after today, I'm going to kind of focus more on like packing and getting ready for that work trip. But we are going to do another full hour this evening. I had a full day of work. It was good. I went for a run. I've had dinner, and now I'm kind of like settling in for the night. When I left off yesterday, I was at this point of this like culminating kind of scene. I don't think I'm going to be able to write the entire scene in this 1 hour sitting. I think it's going to take me longer than that, but I at least want to get started and get that scene going, because I have thought about this scene pretty much since like the 50,000 word mark. I had this idea. I'm like, oh, I want to do this when it gets to that point, and now we're there. So we're gonna go ahead and get to writing this evening. Hey guys, it is 9 o'clock, so I'm now gonna stop for the night. I wrote for an hour, and I wrote 1,700 words, which is insane. I don't think I've ever typed that many words in a 1 hour sitting. It usually takes me, I usually get about 1,000 words per hour, but I had like a lot of dialogue that I was fleshing through, which I feel like makes the word count go up faster. And then I ended up actually working on a different scene that I thought I was going to work on, because as I started writing, I remembered like a long time ago when I first thought of the concept of this book, there was a specific scene that I did want to happen in the middle of this fight, and then it came back to me. So I was like, oh my god, wait, I need to, this is the perfect spot to put in that scene. So I went ahead and put in that scene. And that is essentially what I worked on today. So 1,761 words, and I'm also officially closing out the month of July because it's July 31st. So I guess I'll just kind of share my monthly stats to kind of close out this video. I had 18 different writing sessions in the month of July. I wrote a total of 16,139 words this month, which is amazing because my monthly goal is always 10,000. So when I get above 10,000, I'm always like super happy about that. The final word count for my whip is now 88,928, which is amazing. I am so close to 90,000. I started this month with 73,000 words, so the fact that I'm now at 88 is like mind-boggling to me. And then I updated my chart, so I'll show you guys my chart. So this is my chart that I use just to keep track of like how my whip is coming along. I started tracking this back in February, so as you can see, we've grown quite a bit, and now we are all the way up here, so close to 90,000. But that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed writing with me for these last 3 days. I feel like I got so much more work done than I normally do these last couple days, and I'm super happy with the progress I made and how I'm closing out the month of July. And I'm really hoping, like, if I keep up this momentum, that I might be done with this book by the end of next month, which is crazy to think about because in my head I always kind of envisioned this book being around 100,000 words, give or take a couple thousand. So I think I'm going to get to that point, which is really exciting. So anywho, I will see you guys in another video. If you are still watching, please give this video a heart emoji in the comments, and if you are working on something, please let me know in the comments below what you're working on. I would love to support other authors here on YouTube. But until then, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe because it really helps support my channel, and I will talk to you guys in another one. Bye.